All your old friends now on the world's first Cartoon Network.
(22-21), Broad Run Spartans down by 1. Patriots enjoying a slim 1-point lead as Coach Boomer giving his boys some good advice down there. And Frank, what do you tell the Broad Run Spartans right now? They're hanging in there, but they're down by 1.
Well, the Spartans are only 3 for 8 from the foul line. It's hard to tell your team to shoot better from the foul line, but certainly he'd like to see that. I think he'd like them to start hitting the boards a little bit more. Parkview's starting to rebound with them, and they got back in the game. They were down 8, now they're up 1.
And I think Big Ramon Wharton, number 50, might help that cause quite a bit. And Kevin Shepard, who is normally an extremely good rebounding force for the Spartans, hasn't been playing quite as aggressively as he normally does.
Well, I think he might have told his big men about that. He probably told Wharton and Shepard, let's go, guys, hit the boards and let's limit Parkview to 1 shot.
And
Parkview dropping back into a 2-3 zone here after that timeout.
That's a change, and Andy Hill gets it down into the big man. Wharton tries to take the shot, and it's got a lid on it for the Spartans right now. Longerbeam with some good ball movement gets it out to Weishart. He can't make it happen. Wharton comes down with it, and the pace of this game has quickened quite a bit. Tom Busby, number 22, for an easy 2.
Nice pass that time by Andy Hill. He made it happen from half court with a real crisp pass down low. And I think Boomer probably told him, Coach Boomer, that, like, guys, let's pick this up a little bit. We didn't come here to dance slow.
Yeah, I agree. Weishart from the outside. He is on fire tonight. Tacks on another 2. It's 26-23.
The go-to guy showing why he is here in the second quarter.
And that is the 11th point for Mike Weishart.
He has single-handedly got Parkview back into this ball game.
He sure has.
Blocked by Bissinger.
Nice pass to Jenkins. He misses the easy 2, but Longerbeam comes up with it. Oh, and they'll call Aaron Turner.
He pushed off that time. The official caught him.
He tried to slide his way out of that, but no doing. The official saw him anyway.
That's one of those away from the ball fouls that you can get away with if you're playing at the Capitol Center. However, since it's not the NBA and we're in downtown Ashburn, Virginia, Jenkins will go to the line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1.
Jenkins already has a pair of foul shots to his credit this evening.
Can't make it go. Weishart on the rebound. Weishart turnaround jumper.
Look at Weishart out there, Frank. He is just on fire tonight.
Playing both ends of the court very, very well. Got a problem here. I think he got Turner with another foul. He's having words with the official.
And he is not happy. He's just got into the game this evening, and already he's got 2 fouls against him. No, make that 3.
Coach Boomer talking to the official, trying to find out what's going on, and I believe you're going to see him take a little bit of a rest. I don't think Coach Boomer is happy with that.
I think so. We saw Paul Wonka come off the bench.
6'3", 150-pound junior is going to come in.
So he's a big man. He'll give him a little rest, give Aaron Turner a little time to get a breather and really get his wits back about him here at this point. 2:48 to go, 28-23. Parkview is up by 5, and they're just playing a heck of a game, thanks mainly to Mike Weishart.
Weishart missing the front end of a 1-and-1. You're not going to see that happen very often.
No,
he's the guy you don't want to foul if you're Spartan.
Andy Hill takes the long shot, and Wharton comes down with an NBA-style rebound, looking real good. Kevin Shepard.
Nice save that time by Leonard Lorton.
Beautiful save into Mike Weishart.
Nothing but hustle.
Weishart takes the shot, follows his own shot back in, and he's in position to take another one.
Leonard Lorton made that happen. He hustles back down, gets the rebound, gets it back out to Weishart, and Weishart gets another chance. Spartans cannot be happy with Parkview getting 2 shots at that bucket.
No, that's for sure. You just can't give people like Weishart another shot at the ball. Ramon Wharton, nice offensive rebound, goes right back up with it, and I believe he gets his first 2 points of the evening.
Nice follow that time. In the first half, Spartans getting 3 and 4 shots at the bucket. In the second half, the Patriots getting 3 and 4 shots at the bucket, and that's been the difference.
Yes, it really has. It's been quite a switch for these teams. 1:41 to go. Weishart drives the lane. Big Ramon's there. And I believe Busby's going to pick up the foul on that one.
Number 22, Tom Busby, I believe, is going to be called with the foul. At the rate we're going, Jeff, I think whoever has the most men might win this game.
I think so. I think after this first half, there's going to be quite a few men in foul trouble out there, not the least of which would be Weishart. For one, I believe he has 3. Aaron Turner has 3. You never know. It could come down to something like that. We've seen stranger things happen.
Could very well. What you have here, I noticed that Rob Dombrowski is reported to the bench, and he's going to come in for Weishart. Weishart has 2. Only 1:39 remaining in the first half. The Patriots up by 6. They do not want to take a chance on Weishart getting another foul. Smart move here by Coach Edwards. He needs Weishart to win. He and everybody in the gym knows that. Weishart, 17 points knocking down in the first half. He deserves it. He deserves a rest, Jeff.
Boy, he sure does. He has done nothing but fire up the Spartan side of this gymnasium. Gets it into the big man, Wharton. Misses the easy shot, but Shepard comes down with it, and he'll follow up for a good 2-point shot.
Nice play by Shepard. That's what second effort does, rebounding, offensive rebound.
And I tell you, Broad Run has not had a lot of opportunities for offensive rebounds tonight, much to their chagrin. Parkview moving the ball well, looking for the open shot. They're up by 5 points right now with just about a minute to go.
Number 54, Rob Dombrowski, being called for the foul. Number 22 of the Spartans will go to the line, Tom Busby, 6'1" junior.
Busby's a heck of a ball player. He's really one of Broad Run's sparks off the bench. He always plays a good game. We were talking about that one other time, I believe when Brad White was hurt. We were talking about what a game Busby needed to have, and he really did. He stepped right up.
I believe somebody got into the lane too early, and Busby's going to get another try.
Damon McGraw, number 35, will check in for Kevin Shepard. Shepard gets a well-deserved break.
Shepard having a fine first half. He's probably the leading rebounder in the game. Done a real nice job here.
I tell you, he's not happy about being taken out. These guys do not like to be taken out no matter how tired they get.
Jenkins on it with the fine rebound at time.
Jenkins comes down with the rebound. Tom Busby was just all over him. Quickly got rid of the ball to longer beam. Under a minute to go.
Parkview going to look for a high percentage shot here. Up by 5.
I tell you, they're moving the ball well. They are definitely looking for the shot, but the Spartans are right on top of them. Are not going to let them get that easy shot off.
Spartans tough man-to-man defense.
Longer beam sitting on the outside, and he's not afraid to take the shot if it comes his way. Gets it inside to Bissinger.
Bissinger was on the line. Bissinger just a little bit out of sync here this quarter.
Yeah, he really is.
Costly turnover. Broad Run will get a chance to cut the lead, trailing 32-27 with under 20 seconds to go. Coach Boomer hollering for one shot out there to Andy Hill.
I think so. There's only about 10 seconds to go. Not many ticks on the clock left for Broad Run to cut it within 3 points, preferably within 2 if they can get a three-pointer off. Just 3 seconds to go. Wonko takes the shot. Busby at the buzzer.
It won't go.
And it won't go. It's an in and out. Not a good way to start the halftime festivities here, but for all intents and purposes, it's 32-27. Parkview Patriots on top.
It's an ordinary town somewhere in America. Over 6,000 movies played here last year. Every session of the U.S. Congress was held here. So were 350 Major League Baseball games. Eric Clapton played guitar in the bar on the corner. And Steve Martin told jokes at the barbershop. Just an ordinary town with ordinary people who count on their local cable company to bring them home delivery of the world.
You take the world, I'll take Kevin Costner.
As a YFU volunteer, you can help families in your community become part of Youth for Understanding International Exchange.
My wife came home one evening and said, "Gee, would you like to host a foreign exchange student?" And I said, "Well, yeah."
It's not what we've given to the kids, but what they've given to us.
YFU did a
great job in helping us to select the perfect student.
Osla got off the plane absolutely exhausted, looking dear and vulnerable and warm, and he was my son.
You never say goodbye to him, because once you have an exchange student and they're in your life and in your family, they're yours forever. That's your kid.
Volunteer now to be part of the world of YFU. Call 1-800-ARE-YOU-READY.
I just can't emphasize enough how great it is, how great it's been.
Welcome back to Ashburn, Virginia, home of the Broad Run Spartans, where right now Parkview Patriots are up by 5 points, 32-27. And Frank, what about that first half of play?
Well, it was a little slower pace than I thought, but it was the Mike Weishart show. He had 17 that first half, 13 in the second quarter.
And Brad White, we were just talking during halftime, he only had 2 points the whole first half. He pulls up and draws first blood for the second half for Broad Run.
Nice drive by Mike Weishart, saw an opening. That was Brad White's first field goal. His 2 points were foul shots there in the first half.
Very true. Kevin Shepard walks the thin line down there, gets it back out to Hill for 3. Chris Hill making an outstanding shot out there.
Broad Run starting to press here a little bit, picking their men up at least half court. Longer being the quarterback.
Out to Weishart, and Weishart has had just an outstanding game. Can't say enough about it. Bowers from the foul line thought he was going to take the shot. Parkview moving the ball much better this quarter. Looking for the open shot still playing very deliberate, yet at least they're moving the ball around quite a bit more, and it looks like Donnie Smith will come down with it. Broad Run presses hard. Hill will drive the length of the court, misses the easy one, but McGraw comes back.
Weishart playing a little bit soft that time. That one to pick up a foul. The Spartans tying it up with 6:30 remaining here in the third quarter.
Smart play by Weishart out there.
Yes,
he really can't afford to sit the bench at this point in the game.
Parkview can't have him sit the bench either.
And Weishart just tries the shot, won't make it fall. But they are getting the shots underneath. Bissinger getting another shot. Finally, Shepard comes in, rejected it. Finally comes down with it, but he's in the midst of a bunch of Patriots.
Good hustle that time by Bissinger. The arrow's Parkview's way. It'll be Patriots ball into their own bucket. Bissinger showing a lot of hustle, a little frustration, missing 2 or 3 shots that time, but not giving up, a sign of a good ball player.
I think so. All the Patriots were down there. Weishart was right in the mix also, looking for the ball underneath. Get it out to Nick Bowers, and he'll try a three-pointer. He's one person we haven't seen fire up the ball quite that much tonight. We're looking forward to seeing a little more of him. Brad White shoots from the outside, can't make it happen, and they'll pull Hill out for the foul.
I believe it's going to be against number 30, Andy Hill. Getting him with the push. First team foul against the Spartans here in the second half.
Well, I tell you, at least the game has picked up quite a bit in pace. Still deliberate, yet they're playing a little more open. We haven't seen many trash shots tonight, or what we call trash shots. Everything is very calculated tonight. Nick Bowers from the outside. He doesn't have the hot three-point hand he had a couple weeks ago, and Hill will bring it the length of the court again. Nice pass into Brad White for 2.
Spartans obviously trying to get Brad White into the offense. He's picked up 2 buckets here in the early going, and that's what Broad Run has to do, and they've captured the lead here at 36-34 with 5:25 remaining.
Spartans come out like banshees out here. Parkview doesn't look like it's shaking them any. They're still on their game plan, looking for the open shot, and Bowers will try again off the front. Good rebound by Longerbeam.
Good play by Kevin Longerbeam, tying it up.
just over 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter, 36-36, and this game has turned around 180 degrees. Looks like we're in for a ball game out here.
It sure does. The pace is really quickened.
Shepard on the inside, good turnaround jump shot.
Nice soft touch by Shepard. Nice turnaround jumper. Obviously,
Andy Hill picks the pocket.
He sure did.
And he creates a turnover, and that's one thing we haven't seen quite enough of tonight is either team forcing the turnovers.
Andy Hill always hustling at both ends of the court. He's a real competitor.
Brad White steps up to the foul line for 2.
Brad White, like Weishart, has the potential to take over a game, too.
And that's Brad White. Quickly ups his total to 8 points for the night. Weishart from the outside. Don't give him the open shot.
He's going to have...
He took the shot. It looks like they're going to get Chris Hill on a foul.
Weishart will go to the line for 2. Chris Hill with the push.
And they'll send Weishart. I tell you, he is the nation's bank of Sterling tonight.
He sure is. That's Chris Hill's 3rd personal foul and the 2nd team foul against the Spartans here in the second half. 44 Weishart at the line to shoot 2.
Weishart has just been on fire tonight. I can't say enough about his play this evening.
Yeah, he's really the go-to guy. He's the bread and butter man. As Weishart goes, the Patriots go.
I tend to agree, and right now all of the starters are in for both teams. Brad White getting a quick tape job on his wrist. I don't know if viewers have noticed or not, but he does have tape on his wrist. His wrist is still a little tender from his injury a couple weeks ago.
Well, that's obviously he's not favoring her. He's favoring the other hand. But he has sure looked real sharp here in the third quarter. The Spartans obviously trying to get him into the offense. And it looks like the Parkview Patriots have tried to get Bowers into the offense, too. He shot 2 or 3 times here.
Yes, he did. He was noticeably absent the first half of this ball game. Hill tries to drive the baseline, and he just gets stuffed.
Good defense by the Patriots, out of bounds off of Weishart's hands. Shepard will be inbound in here for the Spartans.
Tony Colbert, number 33, steps in for the Spartans and gives Chris Hill a much-deserved break. From the outside, Andy Hill tries for 3. Bissinger comes down with the miss. Parkview quickly gets it across the line. And the wise man, he is way outside. I think he was actually contemplating shooting from there, and Donnie Smith will take the shot from the baseline.
In and out. Donnie Smith's normally a pretty good shooter, but that one just wouldn't go.
And Hill once again drives the court. Ill-advised pass right there. Bowers almost comes up with the steal.
Ball was off of Bissinger. We have Jenkins getting ready to report into the game. Number 20, Jeremy Jenkins, in for number 42, Nick Bowers.
And he'll give Bowers a rest. Kevin Shepard will bring it in for broad run. 3:28 to go. Spartans on top by 2. Good pass inside to McGraw.
Nice play. Real nice look that time. McGraw getting inside for an easy bucket. Or making it look easy anyway.
That's right. Donnie Smith gets it to Weishart. Weishart can't make it happen. Bissinger with a good follow-up inside for the rebound. And I believe they'll call McGraw for the foul.
Yeah, it's going to go against number 35. Going to get him with the hole, and the Parkview Patriots will inbound under their own bucket. Parkview trailed him by 4, 42-38, with 3:06 remaining in the third quarter.
Mike Weishart gets the ball in. And he is wide open from the outside, and rarely you will see that. He missed his three-pointer. Looked like Hill was trying to walk the thin line there and stepped out.
Yes, he did. It'll be the Patriots ball into their own bucket. Weishart inbound in again.
The man in the striped shirt with the whistle. Donnie Smith takes a shot.
He's going to pick up a foul. It's going to be the 4th team foul against the Spartans.
Spartans have racked up some team fouls rather quickly this quarter. 2:54 to go, and they've already got 3 team fouls. Enjoying a 4-point lead, 42-38, but that's a little slim for someone like the Patriots.
Absolutely. The way they can shoot the threes. Donnie Smith at the line, making the first. Donnie Smith, the leading foul throw percentage shooter for the Parkview Patriots last year as a sophomore. A little unusual. Fine ball player.
And he takes full advantage of his trip to the stripe.
Sinks them both.
Sinks them both, 42-40. Just 2 points separate these two ball clubs. Andy Hill will bring it down for Broad Run, trying to generate a little offense. Quick give and go from Colbert. And he fires up the ball, and then he just hacks Mike Weishart. I believe Weishart's hand is still sitting under the basket.
That's a frustrating, that's a frustration foul. Hill missing the shot, forcing the shot, coming back with a foul. He takes a seat. That's Hill's third personal foul and the 15th foul against the Spartans.
And Boomer will have a few words with Hill. Mike Weishart will bring it up for the Spartans, gets it to Jenkins. Over to Smith. And Jenkins is getting quite a bit of playing time. Gets it inside to Weishart. Weishart couldn't quite get the handle, and Jenkins from the outside.
They're going to get him for out of bounds. Number 10, Sean Baker.
Good effort by Sean Baker.
Good hustle that time. Bowers coming back into the game for Jenkins as Weishart gets ready to inbounds for the Parkview Patriots.
Looks like Jeremy Jenkins has taken Van Graves' place as sixth man for the Parkview Patriots tonight. Bissinger with a real good rebound, goes back up with it.
Good rebound by Jason Bissinger. Doing a fine job hitting the boards for the Patriots. Bissinger tying up the game 42-42 with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Baker gets it to Brad White. He drives the lane. Can't make the shot, but looks like Donnie Smith will be called for the foul.
I believe that's going to be his third personal foul. That's only the first team foul, Jeff, of the quarter. Second half of the Parkview Patriots with 1:56 remaining.
Well, I tell you, Parkview has played quite a clean quarter. Not much time remaining. Like you say, that's only their first team foul.
Brad White to the line. Shoot a couple. Makes his first.
And Brad White has really come to life this second half.
He sure has. He's made the Spartans a much better ball club just with his presence.
He sure has. I think he has done the same for the Spartans as Weishart has done for the Patriots.
Absolutely. He sure has. Brought him back into the game.
And Nick Bowers back in the game for Parkview. We've seen him fire up a few three-pointers tonight. And Weishart from the foul line.
Weishart over the back.
He missed, 44. But I tell you, it was a good hustling foul because he was just going for the rebound.
Yes, he sure was. Got a little over-anxious that time. I believe that's his third personal. Yes, it is. And the second team foul against the Patriots this half.
About a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. 44-42. Spartans up by 2. Brad White moving the ball well for Broad Run. Gets it out to McGraw. McGraw gets it to Kevin Shepard.
That's going to count, and the foul is going to go against Bissinger, number 32. Shepard will have a chance for a three-point play and a chance to put the Spartans up by 5. Spartans ahead 46-42 with 1:20 remaining here in the third quarter.
Kevin Shepard playing a real good game tonight. Good hustling shot. Nice shot from the baseline. And turns around, gets fouled. Can't quite convert to the three-pointer. Brad White just crushes the inside underneath the basket.
And it'll be Spartans ball. It'll be the Patriots ball, being inbound by Bissinger.
I tell you, we're juggling Cokes up here in the booth. Unbelievable. Watching a game and juggling Cokes at the same time, I tell you. No wonder we make the big bucks here at Cablevision.
Leonard Lorton reported into the game for Jason Bissinger.
And Weishart will bring it down for Parkview. Longer beam on the outside. He has been noticeably absent with his three-point shots tonight as well. Gets it out to Nick Bowers. He's wide open for 3.
Bowers can't make it go. Lorton
can't make it
hustle.
go. Donnie Smith with a nice rebound, though. Got it back to his own man under the hole.
We're going to get Lorton with the walk here. It'll be Spartans ball.
Baker brings it down for Broad Run. Gets it over to Brad White. He is having a heck of a game this second half. Longerbeam comes out of the mix with it, drives the length of the court, and wisely slows it down. Gets it out to Mike Weishart for 3!
The three-point play, what a very valuable weapon that is, as Weishart brings the Patriots within 46-45 with 20 seconds remaining.
And that is the 24th point for Mike Weishart. He has 24 points tonight, Frank. What a game he is having.
He's played outstanding. I'll tell you, this kid, Donnie Smith, has played an outstanding defensive game here this second half. He's picked up Brad White, and Brad White's an outstanding ball player, but Donnie's making him earn every point.
He sure is. He will not get an easy shot off tonight, not with the likes of Donnie Smith in there, and it looks like Parkview will bring it down with just 15 seconds to go. They'll fire for the last shot. Longerbeam with a
nice play by Kevin Longerbeam. Splitting the seam that time.
Get the ball down, 5 seconds to go. Baker. Oh, and there's just 7/10 of 1 tick off the clock to go.
Ball went off with Brad White's hands.
And I believe Parkview will be bringing it in. Oh, they're going to use the little ball instead to make it a little more challenging. Oh, well, maybe not.
Ball came out of the crowd. Coach Bibber down there not very happy with the student body over that.
Bissinger comes in for Leonard Lorton. Number 40 goes out. And I imagine this will be a Hail Mary shot. And athletic director Joe Smith beckons the crowd to not throw the balls. And look at this ball thrown by Bissinger. I know he's not the quarterback for the Parkview football team, but he sure looked like one.
You don't want that to happen, because since nobody touched the ball, it's going to be the Patriots' ball down under their own basket with 7/10 of 1 second remaining. They could get a shot off here.
Broad Run gets it in, and it's a quick shot from Colbert.
It almost cost the Patriots 3 points.
It sure almost did. But the score remains after 3 quarters of play. Parkview Patriots 47, Broad Run Spartans 46.
Buster, I break his pretzels. Or Snyder's new line of flavored pretzel pieces.
8 minutes to go in this game. Parkview 47, Broad Run 46, and Brad White has 24. I'm sorry, not Brad White. Mike Weishart has 24 points after 3 quarters of play. Frank, he could hit 30 points this evening.
Well, he's going to have to hit at least that if the Patriots are going to win.
Brad White opens up the 4th quarter the same as he did the 3rd quarter with a quick 2 points, and I believe that's his 12th point or 10th point of the game. Boomer is off the bench. I believe he wanted a traveling call on that.
Trying to get a traveling call against Weishart, but it just didn't work.
Nick Bowers, good feed inside to Bissinger, and he should have packed his bags before he got that one.
Nice pass that time by Bowers. I think he caught Bissinger a little bit by surprise, and he shuffled his feet a little bit before he shot the ball.
48-47. Spartans take a quick 1-point lead here in the 4th quarter. Gets it out to Hill. Busby is back in the game for the Spartans. And he's a heck of a ball player off the bench. Nice break up of the pass there by Nick Bowers, number 42. And Weishart will bring it all the way down. And then out the Longerbeam, and they'll play a little more deliberate game than that. Weishart from the outside, I tell you, you got to go all the way out to guard him, and he'll take that shot.
Oh, he sure will.
Donnie Smith drives. Can't make the shot happen, and I believe they'll get Andy Hill for the foul.
I believe that's going to be Hill's 4th foul. Also, that's the 7th team foul against the Spartans, so they're 1-1 from here on out. Patriots with only 3 team fouls so far.
That could be a serious That could have serious implications by the end of the game.
Can make a big difference, and that was Hill's 4th personal foul. He's the quarterback of this Spartan team, and they can't afford to have Andy Hill out of the game.
No, they sure can't. He makes things happen.